Hello everybody, welcome back to Fastlane Studios, where today, tonight, I'm going to be cleaning my mini bike chain, because I'm probably going to go to the trails tomorrow, and I wanted to film a how-to video on it. I've never done this before with kerosene, so this is going to be a learning experience for all of us, but I've looked on the internet a lot, and I've talked to some people, and I have a pretty good idea how to do it. Should be pretty easy, but first step, we gotta go get some kerosene. Probably going to go to Stock and Field. Big R, it used to be a Big R, now it's Stock and Field, so I heard they have it. We're gonna go try to get some. Alright, we had a huge success at Stock and Field. I got a half gallon. Actually, I kind of just guessed how big the tank was because I didn't know exactly, I didn't read it. I didn't think I'd have to prepay. But I just told the lady half gallon, and it turns out it was just the right amount. So we are going to head back now. Sorry, the camera's kind of freaking out because it's kind of dark in here. Try not to spill it because the lid is like completely broken because it will just spill out everywhere. So see you back at the house. Well, as I pulled off the main road, I heard a big bang. This thing slid all the way to the front of my bed and somehow stayed upright. I jumped out real quick, as quick as I could, after I pulled off the side of the road and checked it, and somehow it didn't tip over, so I put it in the back of the truck again and got up the driveway. So now we're going to get busy, but first, this thing isn't doing shit, so I'm going to get a better heater in here because it's probably like, I don't know, 35 degrees out. Hands are a little cold. It's been colder, but it's tough to work in, so I'll be back. Alright people, so now's when the video truly starts. We're going to be cleaning this here. It is a Coleman mini bike. I called it a dirt bike earlier. It's whatever you want to call it, I don't care. It's a big boy mini bike. We're going to do this kind of cheap, easy, efficient way to do it. All you need really is a little bit of kerosene. Yes, I know this isn't a gasoline tank. It's kerosene, chain lube, whatever kind you want. I've been using the liquid wrench, seems to work fine. And toothbrush. Maybe some cardboard. I should probably try to find some cardboard to keep the splash off the floor of this here garage, but we'll make do with that. We got some paper towels. So, alright, we'll get into it. Alright, so this mini bike is a 2-chain setup because it has a centrifugal clutch. So, I don't want to mess with taking the chains off. You can if you want. It would actually be a lot easier to do a much better job of cleaning. I'm not going to do so because it'll probably have to slide the whole tire forward and then slide the whole motor back to get both chains off. So I'm just going to take off this guard and this guard with simply one of these and a pair of needle nose pliers to pull these little guys off right here. Simply 2 bolts. Very easy to do. Quick trick, just take the socket off of the ratchet and you can get them out a lot quicker once they're loose. And magnetic parts tray. Absolutely a must when working on any sort of car, truck, this sort of thing. Just throw them up in there, no problem. Blast one of these out. Oh, these can be a pain in the butt sometimes. There we go. So now, reveals that chain. Easy, toss that aside. And now get this one off of here. Very easy, take that off, toss that aside. So, well now I've revealed my exhaust. Might as well give you guys a closer look on that here. It's pretty interesting how I did it. I actually made this all myself. I manufactured a flange here. That was just a flat piece, steel. Cut a hole in it, welded this on there. This is plumbing pipe right here, straight pipe. I didn't actually have this rear splash guard on for a long time because I didn't want to cut it. This is obviously my hack job of the cut here. But I was tired of getting mud splattered all over my back, so I finally put it on, even though I think it looks better without it. But here it is. Here's the centrifugal clutch right there. Runs just like that. 2-chain system. You hear that popping? Something is out of alignment. I'm not sure what it is. I'm hoping that maybe it's just from some dirt. See, it just got stiff right there. Yeah, something's either out of alignment or the chain's really bad, which I'm sure it's a combination of both. That actually might be the brakes. The brakes kind of hang up just a little bit. But, let's see. Actually, a little bit. Well, it didn't let up. Anyways, I actually had this nut back out on me. So I tightened that thing down pretty well. But yeah, we'll get into the cleaning process here. Let's put our tools aside. I got my toolbox here. That hand. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now is the part where I would recommend gloves, because kerosene is nasty. Well, any sort of gas. Oh, I missed a clip on my magnetic parts tray. Any sort of gas, obviously, in your hands is nasty. So, got this here. Pretty much the easiest way to do this. Just dip it on in there and go to town brushing. This is very tedious doing it this way, but I refuse to take off the chain. Actually, this chain would be easy to take off because that comes off right there, but I don't know the torque spec to put it back on with and all that nonsense, so we're just going to do it this way. Something else, if you do take the chain off, you just fill up a big bucket of water, or a big bucket of kerosene, dump your chain in there, leave it a few hours, pull it back out, scrub it down even. You don't even probably only have to scrub it down then, and it'll be spotless. So, I'm going to lay down some rags actually, just to keep some splatter down. Alright, we're back. I'm just going to do this for a little bit. And maybe put some music on, I don't know. Don't want to get copyrighted. I don't really know how that works on YouTube yet. I don't know how people get away with playing music. I think there's a playlist, actually. But, actually, we could probably talk about where I take this thing. I take it to Tilton, Illinois. They have an ATV park right behind their baseball field. And it's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of exploring to do back there. You might get there first and think, oh, this isn't really much, but once you get going deep down the hills and way down by the river, or not river, it's just kind of a small creek back there. Once you get way back there, though, it opens up a whole new world for you to see. You can get lost. And not lost, well, you could actually get lost, but I mean, I just mean mentally. It's just so relaxing to cruise back there. Also, it's pretty sketchy too. There's a lot of times I've had some pretty close calls. Even on this thing. I mean, I know a lot of you are probably laughing at me because this ain't no dirt bike. It's just some little Coleman deal, but this thing still gets up and goes. It's got a 200, which isn't much, but this thing doesn't weigh anything. And also keep in mind, I have the governor off, so this thing revs out however high I want it to. And I would love to eventually start shooting some video there. I'm going to grab this roll of paper towels here to put my knees on. I hate working on the ground. I've been spoiled at school. We have our lifts that we get to use and crawl in our cars with, but this sucks. I got the jack stands up as high as I can get them. We're getting some nasty stuff off of here. I'm just going to keep going for a little while. Maybe pop on some music. I'm not going to make you sit through this whole thing. Oh, there's the quick link right there for this chain. What's sad is I have never cleaned this chain. This is, I think, the second year I've had this thing. Second or third. It's definitely the second winter I've had it. And I've never cleaned it. The most it's been cleaned is I buy engine degreaser for my car and my truck, and I'll use that to clean this entire bike with, just because it's quick and easy. And I'll spray the chain down just lightly. I'm not sure if it's too good on it. I know these chains have weird seals. Some of them have seals in them, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of weird. Definitely glad I'm wearing the gloves. That is for sure. And I wouldn't recommend using the toothbrush again. That's definite. Well, this is looking much better. I might go around one more time. The quick link is actually, I just thought of, a pretty good way to remember where you started. So that's probably twice around I've gone. I'm just going to go one more time just for good measure. So I haven't got nothing else to do tonight. Maybe play some Call of Duty later with the guys. Oh, this is getting tight to turn. I'm a little worried. Not sure what the deal is with it. I really need something to sit on. That would make things a lot easier. I would do that after I finish this lap. That's what we'll call them. We'll call them laps. Don't get this on your pants or jeans either, or boots. I wouldn't get this stuff on anything. Yeah, it's just kerosene, and it's probably one of the cleanest gases to burn, but it's still smelly. It's really good for starting fires. Don't ask me how I know that, but I do know that. Alright, well, that is the first chain done. I think I'll go ahead and pop on some music, do the second chain, and I'll catch back up to you when I'm done. Alright, we are back several songs later, and here's the finished product. This side's already starting to dry a little bit, but I'm definitely going to let it sit overnight. You can tell this is still very wet, but if you pay attention to the first part of the video, this is obviously a lot better. I'm very surprised at how good of a job kerosene did. Anything that's still on there is just like engraved in it. You know, you're not going to get that out really. But yeah, this looks very good. You can see all the dirt and stuff I got out of here. Turns out these ramps are dual purpose. They also make good chairs. So yeah, I'll let this dry overnight. I made a mess too. I got this all over the peg. I'm gonna let this dry overnight and then oil it in the morning. Realign this. I know the wheel needs to go this way a little bit. I was looking at it. That's the problem. You can see the sprocket is dominantly on that side of the chain, so that needs to be turned over, and then we'll be good to go. I'm going to try and make it to Tilton tomorrow because we're going to have really nice weather. So yeah, there's night one of the video. I will tune right back in tomorrow morning for some more when we oil it and realign the chain. I might as well just throw the chain alignment into the video because it involves chain maintenance, I guess. But yeah, it'll be several hours for me, but just a few seconds for you guys. So see ya right now, I guess. Alright, and just like that, it's the next morning. We're going to straighten up this chain, oil it, and I'm going to head to the trails and leave you guys there. So if you take a look here and here, those are the two, well, it's one long bolt that holds this wheel on, and it's adjustable. You can see where it slides on here. That's the set screw. So the chain, I like the tension on it. I think that's pretty good. It could be a little looser maybe, but it'll loosen up when I ride it. But I need to turn the tire that way, like I said last night. You can see the sprocket, if it'll focus, dang. The sprocket is just on the one side, which is not good. That's why it makes that popping sound. So we're going to fix that. Alright, now it is time to start this bad boy. We're going to use this stuff. Stalled it out. It's cold. said, it really makes quite the mess. Really probably should have had more paper towels down, but it's okay. The smoke is just the oil burning off the exhaust. No big deal. But yeah, I'm going to take this on a ride around the block, and then I will be right back. Alright guys, so it's kind of the next day. Pretty much ran out of time to finish the video, but I got the bike pretty much all squared away as best as I could. Turns out I was kind of doing it, I think I might have been doing it backwards, but the chain has some decent tension on it. Already got it all filthy. I went ahead and went to the trails. Kind of forgot I needed to loosen this, but it'll be different on everybody else's thing. So yeah, it drove pretty well. It actually almost seemed faster, so I think the chain might have been producing some drag. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like if you enjoyed and subscribe to see more. We'll see you next time.